everybody, my name is Margareta Dewi Ratih. I'm a student from Polteka Mangunjaya Semarang. Today, I will explain about COVID-19 and the solutions. Let's watch this video. COVID-19 is an infectious disease caused by severe acute respiratory syndrome coronavirus 2 or SARS-CoV-2. Coronavirus is a RNA virus with a particle size 120 to 160 nanometer. The virus mainly infects animals, including bats and camels, but this virus can also infect a human. Before the COVID-19 outbreaks, there were 6 types of the coronavirus that could infect a human. Namely is alpha coronavirus 229A, alpha coronavirus NL63, beta coronavirus OC43, beta coronavirus XKUE, severe acute respiratory illness coronavirus or SARS-CoV, and middle-age respiratory coronavirus syndrome or MERS-CoV. What is the symptoms? COVID-19 has a symptoms experienced by sufferers. Symptoms are defined as patients with acute infections of the upper airway without complications. Can be accompanied by fever, fatigue, cough, with or without sputum, anorexia, malaise, sore throat, nasal congestions, or headaches. In some cases, patients also complain of diarrhea and vomiting. COVID-19 patients with severe pneumonia are characteristic by fever. Sometimes, COVID-19 can be present in people without symptoms, but it can transmit it into the other people with a low immune system. The illness onset of the first laboratory confirmed case of the COVID-19 infections was on 1st December 2019 in Wuhan, China. Initially, an outbreak involving a local market, the Huanan Seafood Market, with at least 41 people was reported. The local health authority issued an epidemiologic alert on 31 December 2019, and the market was shut down on 1st January 2020. In Indonesia, the COVID-19 case was first announced on 2 March 2020 with 2 people infected due to contact with foreign citizens from Japan. On 12 March 2020, World Health Organization announced COVID-19 is a pandemic. COVID-19 can attack anyone and cause more severe infections in people with a weakness immune system. However, COVID-19 can be found more severe in patients with immune disorder such as HIV. More severe conditions are also found in people with a history of respiratory disorders. Cancer patients are also vulnerable to COVID-19 because of low the immunity. Patients with a chronic disease also have a decreased immune response, making COVID-19 more susceptible and can experience worse outcomes. Other people at risk are people who are in the case area, people who have had physical contact with positive patients, and medical personnel who treat the patients with COVID-19. People who are in a room with positive patients within a distance of less than 1 meter, even though no physical contacts, has a low risk of contracting. At present, the spread of COVID-19 from human to human is the main transmission source, so that the spread becomes more aggressive. COVID-19 transmission from symptomatic patients occur via droplets that come out when coughing or sneezing. Additionally, it has been investigated that COVID-19 can be viable on aerosol for at least 3 hours. The COVID-19 virus can also be found on inanimate objects, so holding that object can be a source of COVID-19 transmission. Laboratory testing for COVID-19. One serology testing or rapid test is the one of the COVID-19 diagnostic test. Antigen antibody examinations is by detecting the presence of IgG and IgM antibody in the blood. These types of examination is not recommended by World Health Organization as the basic of the main diagnosis. Serology negative patients still need to be observed and re-examined if there is a risk factor for contracting. This testing for screening only. And the two are RT-PCR testing. WHO currently recommended molecular examinations for all patients include the suspect category. Recommended methods for the virus detections is a real-time nucleic acid amplifications, reverse transcription, polymerase chain reaction, or RT-PCR. PCR is a confirmative and gold standard test for COVID-19. In the traditional context of Indonesia, traditional medicine is direct at the strengthening endurance. The immune response has an innate and adaptive pace towards of pathogen. This herb is commonly consumed with honey. Offer anti-inflammatory compounds including antioxidant substance that can protect the body from damage by free radical. Other herbal plants, namely turmeric, containing a curcumin, which works to increase endurance. Similar benefits are provided by polyphenol in ginger. Ginger containing many benefits, including a vitamin, antioxidant, and other mineral. Ginger and turmeric can increase body immunity, so that with good immunity can prevent a COVID-19. Remdesivir. Remdesivir is the drug most used and effective for COVID-19 patients. One drug that has received a lot of attention is the antiviral drug Remdesivir. Remdesivir is a broad-spectrum antiviral drug that has been used extensively for RNA virus, including a MERS or a SARS-CoV. In vitro studies show these drugs can effectively inhibit viral infections. That because coronavirus that cause a COVID-19 is similar to the coronavirus that caused the disease of SARS and MERS, a drug like Remdesivir that successfully hit that target in the virus that cause SARS and MERS are likely to work against the COVID-19 virus. Remdesivir inhibit the ability of the coronavirus that cause SARS and MERS to infect cells in a laboratory dish. The drug also was effective in treating this coronavirus in animals. There was a reduction in the amounts of the virus in the body, and also an improvement in the lung disease caused by the virus. The drugs appear to be effective in the laboratory dish in protecting cells against infection by COVID virus. Other solutions to avoid this virus is by doing physical distance and hygiene, washing hands with soaps. In some countries, with physical distancing in compliance can reduce the number of people infected. Optimal preventions are taken to avoid the virus. The first is maintaining immunity. Consume of vitamin and nutritious food. And the two, do physical distance at least 1 meter with other people. 3. Use a mask and correct count ethic. 4. Wash your hands frequently with soaps or hand sanitizer. 5. Avoid coming to the case area. 6. Avoid touching the face of the nose, mouth, and eyes. 6. Leave the house as needed and stay at home. Okay guys, thank you for watching this video. See you, stay safe and stay healthy. God bless you.